Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to try Mocha Habanero or Cold Brew Mocha Habanero from Brew Detroit. This was a variety 4-pack that I picked up at a local grocery store, $12.99 for all 4 of them. Stout brewed with coffee. I did have, can't remember what that first one was, Chiro? I think that's what it was. It was supposed to have cinnamon in it. Really didn't get the cinnamon. Maybe I drank it too fast and it was still too cold. But more of that coffee came out. I hope this one maybe it should have heat no matter what, even if it's all coffee. That heat should come out. 6% ABV. So let's go ahead and get it open, get it into a glass. This is straight out of the fridge. It's cold brewed coffee. I understand almost every single one of my stouts I do warm up. 50, 55 degrees is probably best. But I do drink cold coffee, so I'm going to drink it cold. Straight out of the thing. As I said, 6% ABV. All of them are 6%. Nice head on this one. Mocha colored head, small and medium bubbles, about a finger of head. Color, I would say this one is dark brown, as close as you could get to black. It does look a little lighter than the first one I had. Let's go ahead and smell. I think I get a little bit more chocolate. It smells like that coffee. I'm guessing they have the same base. Maybe it's that's what I would think they would do. I'm just saying, you could make a 100-gallon batch and then divide it up in 4 and just add different stuff to it. The coffee doesn't come out as much. It seems maybe there's some pepper. A little chocolate, suppressed coffee pepper. Habaneros are usually fruitier, and I'm not getting that in this. Yeah, maybe there's some peppery notes in there, but this one is definitely, the smell, the aroma is definitely suppressed by something. Now again, I don't know if they use the same recipe, but being a cold brewed coffee, and they're all cold brewed stout coffee stouts, I would think they would. But yeah, something is suppressing that coffee in that. I hope there's a ton of heat in this thing. Let's go ahead and taste. First impressions, I do get a little pepper, and in the last review I said sometimes that coffee, that high quality coffee, gives a little green pepper. This one doesn't. It's more of a pepper, like, okay, a jalapeno, something like that. There's no way I could pick out that's habanero. It's not really hot, at least in my opinion. It seems like that mocha is in there. Like, there's a slight sweet chocolate in there, very low. I would say that pepper is pretty much dominating this beer. It's not humongous, but the coffee seems like it's at the very front that you start getting it. Then that pepper comes through, then that sweet chocolate at the end, but then it goes back to a little bitter coffee. There's a touch of heat in here, but nothing like a habanero. Now, I kind of understand most people aren't going to want to be sweating while they're drinking a cold beer, but I do. Yeah, there's definitely a little pepper in there. No way I could say habanero. Mocha, no way I could say that. If anything, I think I would say it didn't attenuate all the way, and there's a little bit more sugar. The body feels a little bit heavier than the first one I had, so I would say it didn't attenuate all the way. There's a little bit more sugar, which is going to give it a little heavier body. Because what I was thinking, would I say like there's lactose? Like the roasted malts are bringing out a little bit more chocolate, and there's lactose for a touch of sweetness in there. Because I think if you added just a little bit, you might get some sweetness. Usually I get that vanilla out of lactose, unless it's really overdone. Then it's like a yucky lactose, a yucky, sweet, sugary thing. And this doesn't have it, but my throat is a touch warm. I don't know if I like this one. But you're really not getting, in a normal, say, coffee stout, usually that roasted malt is up there, and then you're kind of thinking, is that bitterness from the roasted malt, or is that bitterness from the coffee? Like in the first one, I believe it's from that dark roasted malt that's giving off that bitterness. And in this one, it's like it's suppressed. Like, I would think these grain bills are different, but I also think that pepper could take over, and that's what I would go with. I mean, it's still 6%, so that makes me think they would use the same base. It's definitely drinkable. I would probably have to go with a 3 out of 5. It's drinkable. It's got a touch of heat, a touch of pepper. The coffee isn't as big as it was in the churro version, and I like that better. I am a big, bold, dark coffee fan. I drink my coffee cold, so I do like that, and I'm not getting it in here. I wanted to see that coffee flavor, maybe a little chocolate, something like that, sweeter chocolate with the fruitiness of that habanero pepper and some heat. And you're not getting that. I don't get the fruitiness out of the habanero either. Because you can devein it and really take down the heat level in there. But this is like, if habaneros are here, this is like here. At least for me. Yeah, definitely drinkable. Not as good as the first one, so I would go 3 out of 5. Let's check Untappd. One of my friends has checked it in 2 out of 5. 345 people have checked it in 3.72 out of 5. Let's see if anybody has said anything. Disappointing. Heavy on the cocoa, but very little habanero. Heavy on the cocoa. I don't get that, because I think at the beginning I would have said they're, a bigger chocolate, and I really don't get that. And if they're using cocoa, I think it would be a little bitter. But again, that the peppers could be suppressing that. I haven't made any hot beers, which I will next year. It does seem like that heat is rising a little bit, drink after drink, like it's just ramping up a little bit, but nothing like a habanero would be. So yeah, 3 out of 5. Let me know if you've had this down below. If you like this video, check some more out over here. And until next time, happy brewing.